Welcome to Dead End Farm, an organic dairy farm on a dead-end road overlooking Candor, New York. Owners Ben and Kate Whittemore are first-generation farmers with a growing operation. The milk produced here goes to Organic Valley and to a store near you. The Whittemores will tell you more about organic requirements, their unique water system, raising and grazing cows for milk, and share some memories in this episode of Tioga County Dairy Tales.
I'm Kate Whittemore, and this is my husband Ben and our oldest son Will, and we milk cows here in Candor, New York on Dead End Farm. We milk about 150 cows, graze about 300 acres, and have another 600 to 700 acres of hay ground and row crops. We moved on this farm in 2005 and started raising heifers, and quickly progressed into breeding those heifers and deciding we didn't want to get rid of them. So we decided that if we were going to milk cows, we were going to get certified organic. And in the fall of 2008, we started milking cows here, and we've been growing our herd ever since. This previously was a small dairy farm, and we've built new barns, added facilities, added conservation practices, and added acreage. We rent a lot of our acreage to get where we are today.
I started out raising 4-H animals, and I went to work for the neighbor's dairy farm when I was 13 and decided that this is what I want to do with my life. The national organic rule is that organic cows have to get at least 30% of their dry matter from pasture during the grazing season, where conventional cows typically eat higher grain concentrated ration and they make more milk. We average between 50 and 60 pounds per cow per day. And some conventional farms make up to 100 pounds per cow per day. Organic farms don't use antibiotics, pesticides, herbicides, or chemical fertilizers. Our diet is less grain concentrated in the summer versus the winter because the lush grass makes up for the need for grain. In the winter, it's corn silage, haylage, and grain, and dry hay. Very typical to a conventional diet. Haylage is fermented grass. You make haylage by mowing, drying to 30% dry matter, chopping it, and storing it in a concrete structure or pile, or there's numerous ways to store it. Corn silage is the corn, the whole stalk, ears, everything. It's grown to its maturity and chopped into little pieces, and again fermented and stored in a pile or a silo. This is a recent watering system that we put in. We rebuilt the pond dike, put in a spring box in the corner of the pond and a pump because our wells weren't keeping up with the cow water demand. It goes to the pastures and to the barn.
They also have an impressive solar installation to assist in water distribution.
The controller turns it into three-phase 240 volt, which runs the pump, and when there's not enough sun to make the right amount of voltage, the controller just turns off the pump, and then as soon as the sun comes out, turns the pump back on. And we have 7,000 gallons of storage for the summer on top of the hill, which gravity feeds back down to separate paddocks, and then 2,000 gallons of storage for winter water out in the pastures. So these are bred heifers and breeding age heifers. They're out here with a bull, eating grass, drinking water from the pond. We keep several bulls so that we know they do a good job. It's about 14 months here when we breed them. We move them around the farm, but this is one big paddock. They're here for a week or so. So these are the milk cows. A cow becomes a milk cow when she has a calf And we have mostly Holstein cows, but we have some Jersey, Brown Swiss, Normandy, Dutch belted cross cows. And all of our cows are bull bred. We don't do any artificial insemination. That's just a personal choice. And she will milk until 2 months before she has her next calf, and we dry them off. Drying off means we don't milk them anymore. So they have a rest period and they can gain some weight and recharge their bodies before they have their next calf. We graze them because it's enjoyable to us. I believe cows should get out of the barn, and it's easy and cheap feed. It's good feed for the cows. And to me, there's nothing more relaxing than coming out and watching cows eat grass. So we clean the cow first, and then this cow is a bucket cow. Her milk is going to go to calf milk. The calf milk cows have leg bands on, so we can tell they need to go in a bucket. Cow goes in the tank, and her milk goes to be milked, the bottle, or organic balance.